Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal, Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said great. That was not a clickbait title. That is actually what this video is about. I wrote to some celebrities, whether it be directors, actors, anyone in the entertainment industry, athletes, singers, guitarists. I went on startiger.com, got, I think it's $5.95, so less than $6 a month, a subscription, which gives you access to many of the celebrities who I wrote to, their addresses that you can or that they respond to. It's also a really helpful website because it allows people like me and people that subscribe to update and say whether they got a response or if they got a response that said they expect cash or something like that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. 3 weeks before I left on my last trip, 20 people a week I wrote to. So what I do for mine is I send out 8x10s. I print them from home, so I buy a 100 pack of photo paper on Amazon for about $15 or $16. Then I buy a 100 pack of these, which are cardboard mailers. I like these because they prevent your photos from getting bent. You can get 100 of these for about $33. And then I also buy a 100 pack of these, which are 9x12. Or no, these are 10x13. This is 9x12 because this needs to be able to slide into that for you to send it off. So that's basically what I do. I buy 100 of these, they're about $30. So I've shown you videos before where I've bought grab bags from companies where you get 1 to 5 autographs, and those can be anywhere from $100 to $500. So this one came in about 200 bucks to send out to 60 people. And yeah, I used the resources online. I didn't write to people only if they respond. I wrote to people that I wanted a response from, so it could be anybody. If you want to participate, go on Amazon to buy your resources. I always use, if I'm sending 1 or 2 photos, I do 3 stamps out and 3 stamps back. This should always be your return. This should always be coming back to you. So I don't ever put a return address. I put the address I want it to come to, but I don't do like a if undeliverable, because I'm hoping that they'll just keep trying my address. So if I do anything more than 2 8x10 photos, and the reason I do that, I'll use 4 stamps each way. The reason I do sometimes more than 2 is not to be greedy, but you just never know what people are willing to sign and what they won't. Like with Francis Ford Coppola, I know that he generally will sign 1 per person. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 years to get it back. But that being said, I don't know if he'll sign a photo of himself or something from his project. So I sent a photo of him and a photo of the movie poster of The Outsiders. So hope you enjoy this vlog. Let's see who wrote us back. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. Okay, so today I have a rather large pile. There's even more than this. And what we're doing today is, these are all things that I bought online that are signed items that either didn't cost any more to buy it, or it was from like the official site and it was a little bit more. So I'm just gonna share with you some of the crazy things I got, and some of them will be Christmas presents for people. That's why I didn't, or that's why there might be more than one of them inside. So we'll go ahead and we'll start out with this one. This is, pretty sure I know what this is. I ordered this several months ago. This is it's a CD and it should be signed. And probably inside, it's Andrea Bocelli, who sings one of the, I think, the saddest songs ever. I told Katie when I die I want it to be played at my funeral. It's Time to Say Goodbye. I think that's such an amazing song. But this one, it didn't cost any extra, I don't believe. And I ordered it 2 or 3 months before it came out, and they were advertising that it would have a signed insert. I know some people really want the cover signed, but I think the reason they do the insert is because they figure if it's something we have to make to include, then it's harder to replicate. I think maybe that's the idea. There it is. And I saw people on the forums questioning it. Is it his signature? Yes, everybody is of the consensus that it is absolutely, you can even see where it says Andre there, that it is his signature. He signed them all. He's blind, and he was able to hand sign his. So, I mean, I don't know what people like Jelly Roll and all these people who are getting busted, Paris Hilton, for sending advertising to their fans that they're going to get a hand-signed item or insert or whatever, and then when it shows up, it's either auto pen or... I know that was the case with Jelly Roll. His was auto pen, and Paris Hilton's were signed by multiple different people. None of them, maybe one of them being her, but a lot of them were crazy signatures people had never seen before. People that have been collecting her for years. So Andrea Bocelli, all right. That one was one I was really looking forward to, and I'm glad that it showed up the way it was described. This, I know what this is also. This is something I bought for charity, but it's also a Christmas gift because I know somebody who loves one of the people on here. Ah, man, this is tough. All right, I'm gonna have to get my blade out for this one. It's a Christmas gift. They like, it's signed by 2 people, and they love one of the people. And I think as they get older, because it's for someone who's in their early teens. My gosh, child-proofed. I think I thought they would probably enjoy this as they get older. And they kind of find out the history. I thought this would be kind of cooler. And it went to charity, like I said, so what it is, man, my gosh. Jeez Louise. Get out of here. Came in a white envelope, like we normally collect, but I did not send off. This was something that they created and we're selling. It goes to a kids skate park company. Like that's what the, there we go. That's what the charity is. It's going to help build skate parks for kids. And what that is that's Darby Allin. And Darby Allin is a wrestler, and that's who we got this for. They're a fan of Darby Allin, but it's also signed by Tony Hawk, world famous skateboarder Tony Hawk. And I just thought this was kind of a cool picture because Darby, I guess they planned out this photo beforehand, and they were going to be skating together, but Darby ended up breaking his ankle, or maybe this was when he got hit by the bus, I forget, but you can see his foot is up here in like a boot, and Tony Hawk is doing like an ollie off of his boot. So I thought that was kind of a cool, unique thing, and they were doing only a limited number of these. Like I said, they were for charity, so they were, I think they were $50, which isn't bad really, because I don't know, Tony Hawk doesn't really do autograph signings or anything like that. So he's a harder autograph to get. And anything that goes for like a good cause, I'm all for paying a little bit more for. This next one, let's see, this could be tricky to open. Cleopatra Records they are a legit record label, and on their label they offer the people they release, people like Glenn Danzig, and they have a myriad of people and things that they release, but sometimes you can pay a little extra and get a signed copy instead. So that's what I did here, because one of the people that signed on here doesn't sign very often anymore. And I know that she is doing a signing at the Hollywood show this year, and I already saw on like Facebook groups where people are saying, well, you better get there early because her line's going to be out the door and you may not even get to her because she's so popular. So I just went ahead and paid, we'll start with that one, $50. And I got Margret signed 7-inch record. Her doing Splish Splash with Mickey Gilley and Linda Gale Lewis. And I actually filmed her a couple of years ago, Linda Gale Lewis, so not bad. I've always wanted something signed by Margret, signed in purple. And like I said, I think it was $50. But I know she was charging, I think people were saying $100 at the Hollywood show, and that the line will just be outrageous. So I went ahead and got that, which I think was really cool, really worth it. I'd love to meet her, but I don't really want to go stand in a line all day, and you know. And then I also got this, which is also signed right over here. This is a Hollywood Rose 7-inch record that they just put out. And Hollywood Rose was Axl Rose and Izzy Stradlin's band before they joined LA Guns and became Guns N' Roses. So this is signed by one of the members of the band who wasn't Izzy or Axl. So I got those two. I'll never meet that guy. Heck, I'll probably never get to meet Axl or Izzy either to ever have them sign it, but I thought that was kind of a nice thing. I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan. Ever since I was a kid, that was the whole reason that I ended up wanting to move to Hollywood. So this one I bought because a couple of people that I know had asked for it for Christmas. So I've told them not to watch this video. Anybody who might have had a gift in here, I've told them, I said, hey, you're not allowed to watch this video when it comes out. But this one, if you bought it from Talk Shop Live, they were sending out some copies, they said, that were signed. Hoping we'll get lucky and maybe we will get a signed copy, or they will, who I'm gifting them to. They will get a signed copy, but it's Dolly Parton and her sister's new book. Now, if you get it on Talk Shop Live, I think it was like $35, but they're only like $15 now at Target and stuff like that. So you can get them way cheaper. I was just paying for the extra hope that that one of these would be signed for the people I got it for. So this is the page they normally sign on, so it doesn't look like I got one. This also came out, I want to say like 3 months ago, so they might have already mailed out all the ones that they had that were signed. I was kind of worried about that. I was like, I might be too late on this one. I might have been able to just buy the regular copy, but no, neither one's signed, unfortunately. They don't guarantee it, but it was worth a shot. And the people that I got them for wanted the book anyway, so they won't know that didn't get a. They'll know they didn't get a signed one, but they'll never know that I was trying to get them a signed one. All right, next we're gonna go with this one. This one says "My Hand in Yours." This is Jamie Lee Curtis's Charity. And I noticed when I got this after my trip, somebody had undone this thing, but I looked and that what was inside was not missing or anything like that, so we'll be okay. Jamie Lee Curtis throughout the year offers like signed things on her website, especially in October, because October is Halloween time and she's famous for being in Halloween. So if you go on in October, she a lot of times will offer like signed photos for like $50, plus you have to buy like one other thing in the shop. But her normal signature, like a signed photo normally is like, goes for like $150 to $300 depending on what it is. So I happened to remember that this year, and I went on her website in October, I guess it was middle October, and she had all kinds of things on there for sale for a pretty reasonable price, things that she normally doesn't have. So one of them was Katie loves Jamie Lee Curtis, especially Halloween. So I got her this. It is signed right up here in white. It says Happy Halloween. She signed it down here in white with her signature, and it also has an embossing from Jamie Lee Curtis's charity that you can kind of see that circle down there in the bottom. That notes that it was from her charity. It's like a seal on there. So that she was offering for $50 this year. But it's weird. I went on there like a day or two after I got that, and they were being offered like in a different color, and they were a different price, and I don't know, it was weird. But then I also got this. This was really interesting. This was something I was really shocked that she even offered. Here we go. And I guess I got two of them. That's hand signed. That is a script cover from Borderlands. Borderlands is a movie that she was in with like a pretty star-studded cast actually. And she was offering this for $100 where she had all the main cast members sign it. So that's pretty amazing. I mean, I can tell you right off from looking at it, that is Jamie Lee Curtis's with her character name. Let's see, up here is Kevin Hart. Let me read off who all is supposed to be on here from the cast. There should be, which is this one, Cate Blanchett. It should have Ariana Greenblatt, Gina Gershon, Florian Munteanu, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart, Bobby Lee, Edgar Ramirez, Jack Black, and Benjamin Byron Davis. So the one that they had posted online as an example, I was able to go through and find everybody's signature. Like I think that B is Jack Black's, Kevin Hart, I think that's Gina Gershon. Obviously that's Edgar Ramirez, Florian's up here. Cate Blanchett, that's Ariana with her Tiny Tina signature. So that was only $100. I couldn't believe it. That was quite a deal for an actual cast signed, and you can see where the marker kind of fades in different parts, so it definitely is real. She was offering those for $100, so I had a Secret Santa this year, so I went ahead and I just ended up getting two of those because surprisingly they didn't have a limit. So that's what this is. This is also one of the same cast signed, and it looks like we'll just take a look at it just to see how different it is. See if they signed it in different spots or. Yeah, I can definitely already see some differences, like especially up where like Kevin Hart. You can definitely tell that they're, even if they signed in roughly the same spots, if you look up top, up in the corner, right over in here, those are definitely different. And Cate Blanchett's X's and stuff are definitely different, so. Kind of cool. Somebody that I'm getting gifts for will probably be pretty happy because they are an autograph collector. So that's just kind of one of those oddities. I knew when I got it, I'm like, well, they definitely wouldn't have this one. I mean, unless they were on this website purposely trying to, you know, get something Jamie Lee Curtis. So, and Katie will get the Happy Halloween 8x10. So she knows she's not allowed to watch this vlog either. So My Hand in Yours, that's her charity. Next, we have a book. This was a tough one to get because when they went on sale, I didn't know about there being a signed version. And then I knew this guy was gonna do some, like, I think he did 3 book signings in Barnes and Nobles or something like that. But then I found online that he was doing an interview, and if you bought the interview for 50 bucks, it came with the signed book. So Alex Van Halen, it is his book plate signed right there, brothers. Pretty cool. I used to deliver food to Eddie, and Eddie signed some stuff for me back in the day, and then Michael Anthony was nice enough to sign one of the LPs that Eddie signed, so may end up cutting that out and putting it with my LP, and then I just need David Lee Roth. But I got the audio book of this also, so I'm excited to read it. I was a big Eddie Van Halen fan. Big Eddie Van Halen fan. So this one, also, this is a poster. This also, you can see up here, came from My Hand in Yours, Jamie Lee Curtis. And, ooh, this could be tough getting into. Whew. She doesn't really do conventions that often. So when people get her autograph, they kind of usually get it in person at some event or whatever. But she doesn't sign that often. And when she does, usually a pretty penny. So she was offering this for a $100 donation to the charity. So I also bought 2 of these. They crammed both of them in there. And look, it's a Borderlands poster, same as that script. And she signed it really big. Let's put this up here. Her character name is right there. And she signed it really big right here. So we have 2 of those, I believe. I think I bought 2. Yeah, there's the other one. And that one she signed in the same places. Here, I'll show you. There is the original one. So she signed it right there, and then this one, she signed basically the same way, same place. Nice and big all the way up the side though. Too bad the movie didn't get great reviews or anything. I mean, it's a bummer, but Jamie Lee Curtis is Jamie Lee Curtis, so luckily everybody I know that is into like collecting stuff is a Jamie Lee Curtis fan as well, so they're not going to complain. And then here we have some signed records. This one I also was a little late to the party. Saw people reselling them on the autograph sites because this guy doesn't sign a lot of autographs either. He's pretty well known for not signing autographs, actually. It's like kind of rare that you, but for some reason this year on his Christmas album, and I got 2 of those, of course. Oh, nice. They don't even make you open it up. They put them right in here. Steve Perry, former lead singer of Journey, signed it nice and big right here inside the snow globe. These were not expensive. I want to say these were like 30 bucks, something like that. 30 or $40 each. For someone who never signs autographs, and it's a limited edition Christmas album. Pretty nice. So, person I'm getting one of these for, one's for me, but the other person will get this record and one of the signed things. One of the signed inserts. So nice. Steve Perry. People are always wondering if he'll rejoin Journey. I don't think he's ever going to. I think it's safe to say he's not going to, because he saw an interview with him where he said he just hit a point where he wasn't having fun being in Journey anymore. So when it quit being fun, that's when he just walked away. This one is the last of what we have. And this is also a poster. This one I bought after when I was on Cleopatra Records site and buying the Hollywood Rose signed thing and the Anne Margret. I was going back to see if they had sold out, because they didn't have very much stuff signed by Anne Margret at all. I went back to see if they had sold out, and then I found this, which I hadn't seen the first time, and it just looked so cool to me that I said, I was sitting there with Katie, and I said, you know, I feel like I got to get one of these. And she's like, yeah, I feel like you do too. So we'll save. This was a nice one to save for last. So you're basically getting a preview of what people are getting for Christmas from me. This is actually for me and Katie. This was $100, and it is a signed poster of Anne Margret. And there you can see she signed it nice and big up here. Still available last time I saw on Cleopatra Records website. That was who put out her last album. And like I said, she's doing the Hollywood show, and I think she's charging $100 at the Hollywood show. Plus you got to pay admission, and you got to be in Hollywood. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed today's autographs through the mail. Not exactly ones I sent off anything for. These were ones I just paid for, but thought you'd be interested in seeing a little bit of what you can get. And definitely go check Jamie Lee Curtis's website out. It's called My Hand in Yours, and look in the exclusive products and things like that. She often offers either movies that she's been in, signed posters like what you saw there, or things from Halloween. Have a great night, and goodbye.